Section 3.3 talks about derivatives of products and quotients. These are the concepts. Breaking this into two videos. The first will just focus on the derivative of products. So the product rule, change color my highlighter here. Product rule, we basically have to have a product. So we have two terms, and we call the first term F and the second term S. And the derivative is the first times the derivative of the second, plus the second times the derivative of the first. And that's all there really is to it. So in finding derivatives, I have a simple little procedure where I first identify each part. And then take the derivative. And then that way I can just substitute it right into our formula. And the formula is very easily remembered by kind of doing these cross products and adding them together. So 2x squared times 12x to the third plus 3x to the fourth minus 4 times 4x. And then it's always nice to, since these are fairly easy to multiply, to simplify if you can. And we can add like terms. So our derivative is 36x to the fifth minus 16x. Please complete match problem number 1. And only use the product rule. I didn't show the work, I just showed the parts for that match problem 1, so hopefully you were able to get that answer. Let's look at our second example. We want to find the equation of a line tangent to the graph at f of x at x equals 3. So as soon as I know I'm talking about tangent, that's the first derivative. So you need to find your slope, which is your derivative. So let's go ahead and do that. So my derivative is going to be 2x minus 9 times 2x plus square plus 6 times 2. So I get 6x squared minus 18x plus 12. And since it wants to know now at x equals 3, I need to actually find what that first derivative is at 3. Substituting, you get 12. Now, in order to write an equation, I need the slope, which is what we just found. And then I need the point. So I need the corresponding y for 3. So I need to substitute 3 into the original function, which you get negative 3 times 15. So now I can write an equation, y minus y1 equals the slope times x minus x1. So the equation is 12x minus 80. Find the value of x where the tangent line is horizontal. So remember that horizontal has a slope of 0. So now we're going to take our first derivative. So me using Notability, watch how I can do this. Copy, paste. So I can just come down here, and we set this equal to 0. I'm going to factor out a 6. And that 6 really, you just divide by 6, is still 0. And now I can factor x squared minus 2 minus 1. And setting them equal to 0. So the tangent line is horizontal at x equals 2 and x equals 1. All right, you go ahead and try match problem number 2 and match problem number 3. I will post the answer, just the answers. If you have any questions, make sure you email me for Zoom meeting. For match problem number 3, it's just finding derivatives. This ends part 1